Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. At the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
The stop by Justin. 21, 21, 13, 13. I got it.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now, big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
Partners, a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now you can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Garoppolo now. Man open, it's Goodwin. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
Here we go.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Pass complete here to Sanders. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Garoppolo gives to Breida. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
2. Two jet bombers. Hey, gun. 6. Go.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Tyus Bowser coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this one is right down the middle. And that will tie us at 3-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Right there, 54 miles.
They run from the pistol with Ingram. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be 3rd down now with still a long way to go to get to the 1st down marker.
And it's 3rd down.
It's Mark Ingram. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. A pretty good effort there, 9 yards, but not enough. We'll likely see the punt team now on 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field.
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
On second and a couple. Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10. Here we go. At the Ravens' 31-yard line.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Emmanuel Sanders, 31 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit.
It got his man complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Well, the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. This is Ingram. Well, that run good for 6 yards, but they're still looking up at a 3rd and 15.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
throwing on 3rd and long. Jackson eluding the pressure right. He uncorks it for Snead. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
Hey, watch it, watch it. He's got this. We got double up.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Forced out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. The field goal unit on the sideline. They're going to go with 1 second left. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Check 52.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go.
That's a gain of 3. 12, fellas, here we go. And 7. Mike 48. 11. Slam.
He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 54 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Second half, no matter what. Well, his first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
29 is Mike. Mike 29. Rabbit. 29 is Mike. Mike 29. There we go. Pick the edge. Come. There we go.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Got a man. It's Brown. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Now Jackson on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. It's a foot race. 20, 10, and into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This will be taken short. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Escaping the pressure right. Snead's got it. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson has got his man. It's Andrews. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 26. Jackson now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. D. Ford picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
21. Here we go.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. That was close to a big play. Just a little bit too far that he was led. He caught it but couldn't stay in bounds, Charles.
Yeah, I'm not very good at these sort of things, but I have to believe the farther you are downfield, the less your margin for error in throwing the ball, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so they gave it a good effort there. Really tried, just couldn't complete it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Hey, Haywood!
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he's got this down to the 35. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Garoppolo, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Hey, gun. Check 6 guys. Hey, foxtrot.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. The tackle there by Richard Sherman.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the 16, Jackson. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They get this into the hands of Breida. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a first and goal.
57. Mike, 57. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. 13.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
Hey, alert!
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense is struggling. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that